Hello everyone, we're back to Mario Brothers 3 Mix, and now we take on World 8. Each level will represent something I did in the world number, except for the last one, because that's the final level, right, of World 8. Gonna hit this shell with my feetsies, and I hit the Goomba. Goomba with the fire. Yeah, that's kind of the reason why I wait till I actually do the whole game, because then I find out some things that require me to do it in a certain way, so that means I spoil myself for pretty much any game I take on without actually beating it first. It's because I like being armed with knowledge, and that's a problem. Like, you don't go in a math book, it's like, oh no, it told me the answers, you know, I don't know. Now, if you want a real thing that could bother me in spoilers in a story, detective stories. Those are definitely what I would call spoilers, because it's like spoiling a puzzle game, which is one of the reasons why I don't really do puzzle games on my channel. Because while I like them a lot, you know, all I'd have to talk about is exactly how I solve the puzzle, and it'd be like, alright, here's how you do it, and then that's it. Like, the challenge is completely gone once you've solved the puzzle. So, you just kind of think to yourself, I did this, so. Then it becomes sort of a, I don't know, like, I guess it's fine as an exercise, assuming you don't know that already knows how to do it, so. Lemmings doesn't exactly fall in that category entirely, but the way it's been done lately with some of their sports kind of has, so I have to reconsider that. If I do Lemmings on this channel again, I'm not really sure when. There's a lot of Lemming stuff to be done, and it's not... While the community is stable, the actual stuff they create is not. So I am not privy to doing Lemmings content at this point in time. Would love to, though. I guess I wouldn't mind just doing it for someone who wants to see how it works. But as an LP project, I can't really say. Hit him in the head, then we show the face of the plant man. Isn't this just World 8? It is. It is World 8 in Mario 1, though. I noticed we went from World 8-1 to World 8-3 in one fell swoop. So that's good. Too bad. I actually like World 8 too, especially in the All-Stars version, because they make it an autumn kind of background. And I'm a big fan of autumn-themed levels, because there aren't enough of them. Has a nice color scheme of, you know, red, brown, yellow. I like golden delicious apples. Goes with the trend of autumn-licious. Autumn-licious! I'll make that a new Starbucks flavor. You watch. Actually, besides the caffeine, my real thing with Starbucks is that they have way too much sugar. I'm just like, no. I mean, I can't deny it tastes good. It's just, that's a lot of sugar, my boy. Like, you want your sugar, you're wanting coffee with sugar and cream, just be like, no. Alright, so for the second challenge, we're recreating parts of the last level in Mario 2 USA. 7-2, that is. Now, that's really interesting, because there's kind of a couple ways you could do this level as a result. Sort of. Like, the fact they even tried to make it work in a straight line is kind of amazing in itself. But this means you're more than likely to not get the coins in order. So, if you missed one, you didn't. It's just somewhere else. So, good luck with that. And, yeah. I do like how we have reminded myself that we put the power up where the mushroom would originally be found. That's attention to detail, that is. Go through that door. What was funny is that when I was trying this level out, again, lately, I was, like, sucking at it, like, several times in a row. But it turned out I wasn't actually, like, well, I was surprised I'm not actually bad at Mario. You know what was happening? I started passing out. I just had some fatigue spell. It sucked. That's the only way I can tell that I'm fatigued, is if I'm suddenly really bad at Mario. Seriously. Play video games for your health. They might keep you awake. I don't know. Keeps your brain healthy, actually. Now, if you want your body healthy, you're kind of going to have to do physical movement. But if you want your brain healthy, video games is a good way to go. Although it is just, for me, in my case, I don't know if that works for everyone. Maybe you should consider making stuff. You know? But, you know,
They say I can't believe it. These Sparkies are awake. Going up to the conveyors with the Shy Guys. Oh yeah, we kind of lack sniffets, but I've found by rewatching the footage is that sniffets are basically replaced by spikes. You know, those things that throw the things at you that have a name that are just called Spike and not anything too fancy. They had a resurgence in recent years as a character in Mario Party and stuff. I'm just like, okay. I knew that was just because of 3D World, but still. Yeah, in fact, he had a better use than 3D World. He just kept throwing like obstacles at you until he killed them, and it was better than just having a single one or just have like whole rows. Yeah. How far away from you from doing a 3D World playthrough? I am in no position to do playthroughs for the Switch console. I'm sorry. Like, if the Switch ever finishes its life cycle, I doubt, then maybe, but yeah. I don't know, dude. Although, a lot of Switch titles you may find third-party-wise are on Steam anyway, so you don't have to actually worry about that if you're considering that. And, if you want those portable, Steam Deck, wow, yeah. Steam Deck has been such a thing that a lot of the games I've had for like over 10 years on Steam are getting new updates just because of that, and it's driving me crazy in terms, in a game preservation sense, because I'm just like, we need to keep track of all these versions. Version mobile. Oh, look at that mobile. Oh man, I didn't even think of. I guess that's one thing I didn't consider when buying my computer. I know kind of the specs on how powerful the motherboard is, but I have no idea what the motherboard I ordered looks like. It's the only part of the computer I don't know what it looks like. That could be a problem. Not really. But my advice to you is if you're ordering a computer, if you can't build it yourself, order... I did the equivalent of like a Build-A-Bear workshop with a computer, basically. And that's like the next best thing. Especially if you know how all the parts work, but you're not, you know, too confident mechanically in yourself to make it work. And that's me in a nutshell. Although, you know, I think it's just... I don't know, it's just me being me. I'm so used to being a software guy, not a hardware guy. Because software is ephemeral and can just last in any context. Supposedly. Virtually. This is that one level in World 5, which we've made to the challenge of level 3. Okay, I guess. Can't believe we're pulling shit like that. Yeah, that's the real problem with remixes. Reusing Mario 3 levels. Sure. Why not? Dun 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 dun. Hit the block with your head. Put your hands up in the air and don't worry about what's there instead. Hitting all the clouds with your faces and your mustaches. It even auto-scrolls the same way. Amazing. The one-up's still in the same spot? For the most part. I mean, yeah. You know what this bod has been lacking? This is a very subtle thing, maybe you didn't notice until I'm about to mention it, but you know those blocks so you touch them from the side, they push over and sometimes a power-up comes out? Yeah, I didn't see any of those in this mod so far. I'm very curious about that, because there was no reason not to have them. I mean, I can agree they can be annoying sometimes, but I kind of like that, as that's a unique thing that happens to Mario 3, and not to Mario World. Not to mention all the power-ups you get in Mario 3 over Mario World. I mean, come on now. Mario 3 is better in that respect. But you gotta have the Mario on your feet. Dun dun, going up this place. Wow, the invisible blocks are still invisible after I hit them. That's a true first, folks. Alright. And now for the World 4 Challenge, which is going to be Mario World related. So, let me see if I can try to guess what level this is. Is it another Valley of Bowser level, maybe? I don't really know. There's Rexes, though, and there's Yoshi's on Munchers. So, obviously, we had to make this a Yoshi challenge. No other way to do that. And look, Yoshi is usable again. Woo! You know, someone could just really make a whole Mario 3 mod using this Yoshi mechanic. It'd probably work out pretty good. I'm sure. Especially so you can get the coins in. You can't swallow the Micro Goombas. Man, those Micro Goombas suck when they attack you like that, because it's just slowing you down. I'm just like, I gotta get you off. Flying fish. The reason I'm acting so cautiously with these flying fish is I don't want my Yoshi to accidentally jump off, because I need him for the second star coin. There we go. And if you try to go in there without the star coin, well, these note blocks are there to stop you, you clever asshole. Because you probably could make it if those note blocks weren't there without the Yoshi. And now we're in some Dark Cloud Zone for the PS2? No. Oh no, just like in Mario World, Yoshi's fucking up when he's in places he's not supposed to be. Yeah. I don't know, dude, but check it out. The third coin's in a pretty obvious spot. You don't have to worry about falling because it's water. What are you waiting for? Hydroelectric electricity. It's hydro time. Hydro hammer. It's like, yeah, what's water made out of? Hydrogen? That's like saying water is made out of water! Alright, see you next time when I defeat Bowser's evil test.
Yes. Ha ha ha. Also, there's a pipe here, too. Ominous.